Hey everyone, in today's video... Hey everybody, I hope that intro didn't scare you off. I'm just kidding, I hope it did. Whew, fluff. Anyway, in today's video, we are going to be doing haunted advent calendar makeup. We'll be putting a little thing on our cheek. I'll tell you all about it in a minute. And if you're cheap like me, get your glue, your Elmer's glue, and let's get into the video. Come along, let's rip our faces open. God, it's not COVID. I'm just swallowing my spit because I'm geriatric as fuck. I'm kidding, not really, I don't know. Anyway, in today's video, we're going to be doing the advent calendar look on our faces. We're going to be making a present. Now, if you are like me, I use Elmer's glue. Usually I would use, liquid latex, but I'm completely out. So we're going to be using handy dandy toilet paper and some glue. Now, what you are going to need to start with is a brush for glue application. I'm just using a little unicorn brush that I got online. Super cute. And I'm going to be dipping that in the glue. And I'm using just one square. My cheeks are big. Like, I'm a chubby. So, like, one will be a present. What we're wanting to do is make our entire cheek the gift. It'll make sense later. But let's get to it. What you're going to want to do is maybe size the toilet paper to the size of your cheek. That's what I just did in the cutout. And I went with the lines on the toilet paper because if you go against the grain, it's like cutting meat. It's not going to end well. So what I'm going to do is take my glue and I'm going to glue this entire piece to my cheek. And this will be one of 5 layers. And I'll explain that in a second. So what you're going to want to do is dip your brush and then just apply the ends of your toilet paper so it sticks to your face. And yeah. And yeah, like worst explanation. And don't be like I'm doing right now, like don't be afraid to really gob the glue on, because it's not going to stick on your face otherwise. And if it blends in to the skin, that's what you're going to want, because then that's how you know the adhesive will stay, the adhesive of the glue. Now, if I've already fucked up, because what I should have done is ripped this off, which I'm probably going to do, because otherwise it's just not going to look good, and I'm going to hurt my nose ring, and I'm going against the grain, what I just told you not to do. Good God. I'm the worst person at giving advice. So yeah, what we're going to do is glue all around the edges, and I'll get back to you, and so I'll just get back to you and explain what we're doing next. Now that we've glued all of our edges, again, don't be afraid to be very like giving with the glue, because you're wanting it to stay on your face, otherwise it won't. And now what we're gonna do is just completely cover this entire toilet paper with a crap ton of glue, because it's the first layer and you want it to stay. So even if it's bumpy like this, don't worry, because it'll all even out with more layers, because you're not going to need a shitload with the second one. So while this is sitting, prepare your other piece of toilet paper. And what it should do when you put it on is it should just paste right to it, and then you can just add as you please to stick it on more, to add more. I am messing this up so bad. Anyway. Now you just stick it on, and see what I mean? It's going on smooth. So now that it's gone on smooth, what we can focus on is, again, going around the layers, and then being very giving with the glue going on. So when all 5 layers are on, I will show you how to dry it quicker. I will see you in a few more layers. So again, I just realized by saying goodbye, I'm showing you nothing, and that's not helpful. So we're just going to gob this on, like so. Really thick. I mean, real thick. You know, putting this on my cheek, does anybody else get like, have you ever seen the movie Billy Madison? Where the teacher's putting glue on her face with a popsicle stick? That's how I feel right now. Like that crazy kindergarten teacher who's just sitting there, her eyes closed like this. Like she's just really becoming one with the glue. Okay, so now that we have on our 5th layer, it's really wet and sticky, and you're probably like, oh my god, Beth, how the hell are we gonna dry this? Hair dryer. It'll seal the adhesive a lot faster than a fan. If a fan is all you got, cool, use it, but it will not only take longer, your face is gonna freeze. So let's get to it with this, and yeah. Noticed this before, but you don't want to be me and get glue all over your ear and in your hair because it will hurt. Okay, so now that your face is completely dry, the fun part comes. Painting the present. So for me, I'm going to do a red present with little green cross. And it's important to make sure that the layers are completely dry because when we do go into opening said present, if it's wet underneath, it's not going to blend well. Like none of your makeup is going to set, nor will it blend well. Let's get decorating with little snowflakes. So again, I'm going to be using the Ben Nye Bruise Wheel. And I'm going to be mostly focusing on the red and the green for this portion because it is a said Christmas video. So I'm taking my little application brush, which is severely dirty, but I don't care. I mean, you shouldn't use dirty brushes because it will mess up the entire process of painting. But, yeah. So get a decent amount on your brush and just start painting. Be a fun time. That sounded creepy. Be a fun time. Like I'm in an alley trying to pick you up at a bowling alley. An alley. You know what I mean? You know what I'm getting at. Let's get to painting. Okay, so now that we've covered like the entire present, I noticed with Ben Nye, it's amazing makeup. Like it is the best on the market for any special effects. But it is a little wetter. So what I'm going to be going over these white spots on my cheek with, oh my gosh, is classic Jawbreaker. Because I use that for all my effects. And the color I'm going to be using is Licorice. So it's going to be the red corner. And what I'm going to be doing is just patching in all the white on my cheek that the face paint didn't really get. And it started to tear my, well, paper. Because I'm aggressive. Anyway, I'm going to fix that up and then we'll get to the green. Okay, so one thing I didn't do, like tell you, is you should have probably outlined the colors instead of just going all red like I did, and then decide I'm gonna put green as a cross, and it looks like I rubbed actual literal feces on my face. So I'm just gonna try to fix my mistakes. I mean, if you look at it though, this is like an accurate representation of what the gifts I wrap look like. Not feces, but they just look bad. So I'm going to keep this, try to put some eyeshadow on it, some green eyeshadow to fix it, but don't do that. You should have probably, I should have probably, yeah. So when your face is white here, and this little, like when your little adhesive toilet paper is dry, the adhesive, whatever, outline. Don't do this unless you want feces face. Merry Christmas. So what I'm going to do now is just fix my mistakes up with some eyeshadow. Hopefully that works. And if it doesn't, well, shame on me. Okay, so I'm going to be using out of Jawbreaker Sour. And it's a light green color. Right there. Sour. But pray for me. And also don't just pray for me. Oh, let's hope this works. Oh, shit. Redemption, kind of. Let's put a light on. That might help. There we go. Oh, God, no. We're shutting the light off. Ah, it's getting brighter. Okay. Oh, shit. Well, I'm gonna fix this. I'll see you guys in a sec. What now looks like a very weird army flag. You know what I mean? Like, it looks terrible. Now what we're going to do is we're going to open our Advent present. So you're going to want some small scissors. I would suggest instead of these are from a small cheap sewing kit. If you're poor like me, yeah, get a $15 sewing kit from Amazon and use the little scissors. But I would suggest getting hairdressing scissors because they're a lot smaller and you are less likely to be like my stupid ass and cut yourself. So what you're going to want to do is get underneath your present like so. And you're going to want to get underneath your cheek and you're going to want to cut straight up. And that is going to take some time. And hopefully I don't rip this. If I do, well, the attempt was there, you know. Oh God. This is turning into Fear Factor. Okay, so now let's open our little present. Hooray, we opened it. Now, if you're like me, and you're impatient, and you didn't let the inside, yours might be wet too, I'm not sure. If it is, flap it open like so, and you're going to want to grab your hairdryer, or your fan, and you're going to want to wipe here. Wipe this clean. To wipe it clean, I'm using a latex sponge. It's a latex-free sponge. Anyway, I'm using a sponge and I'm going to get in there and wipe off the excess glue on my skin because we're going to get in there. But make sure to fold this open and we'll get a hairdryer to it and dry it. So, let's do it. Now this is where things get fun. So I turned on my light because you're going to need light for detail. This is actually what I'm good at, not making presents. Anyway, I'm using Conspiracy for this because the black, called My Rides Here, is perfect. Now, I suggest black face paint, but if you're like me and you don't have many options, definitely use that. And what I'm going to be using is an edge brush because it's angled and it'll be easier to add detail up here. And this is where you want to get discreet because now that this is dry, imagine this filled with blood and scary stuff. We're going to want to fold it in to hide it, right? So we're going to start with filling this whole, wrong brush. We're going to want to fill this whole entire skin area till here, till the line of where your present is, and up here, to where, that's why I put the line across when I was filling up, and I didn't show that to you. Terrible tutorial. Anyway, here down, and on the inner flaps of your present, you're going to want to make this all coated in black. Okay, so now that your face looks like it's been inappropriately touched by a chimney, don't worry too much about the white around the edge, because what we're going to do now is we're going to dip back into the Ben Nye, and we're going to be using the red color. And then we can always touch it up after, which is what I plan to do, because when doing cuts and gashes, detail is everything. If you get one thing kind of off, it's going to look obvious, and you're going to be like, oh yeah, you got real cut. Cool. You know, and the whole point is to make it look realistic. Maybe not the present, I kind of screwed that up hardcore, but this is the part that I really want to show you guys. So now that we've covered up, like, the white part of your cheek, as I move away from the camera, all classy, we're going to be adding to the black of your face here. I don't know how to pronounce it. I want to say Merhan, but I'm not really sure. It's pretty much like coagulated blood, and it makes anything look like blood has kind of crusted over, and we're just going to go in right all over. And we're going to streak it down like this for now. And then once it's covered, what we're going to do is just make it look really nasty. Oh, that's delicious. Look at that. Oh my goodness. I love Christmas. Could you imagine psychopaths like painting the face with like the blood of their victims? I love Christmas. Oh my god. I am troubled. No, I'm kidding. Okay. Oh shit. Don't be me and pet your face so damn hard the adhesive comes up. We'll be adding different types of blood, but that's not the point. You don't want to, like, completely fuck it up. So now that the black parts of your face here on just the center are covered, you're going to want to take your edge brush. You're just going to want to pat like this. And you see how it looks textured and all gross? That's what we want. The sound, though. Okay. Because you want your skin to look completely ripped, right? Is that from a... Just give it a little twist. Like that. There we go. Because as it starts to dry, it'll be easier to play with. But you can just do it to whatever way, because you just want your skin to look ripped open, right? You want it to look ripped and, well, sore. Okay. So we'll let that dry a touch. In the meantime, what we're going to do is put the lid on that, because that will just crust all up. And I have fake blood that I made myself out of corn syrup. I can put the recipe down below if you want to, excuse me, if you want to try it yourself. I make most, if not all of my blood completely food and edible, in case, you know, you want to do other things like spit out your blood. Anyway, we're going to fill in the sides with that, and then we will close our gift. And there you have it, Haunted Advent Calendar Makeup. Shall we open our present? Oh, delicious. It's human flesh. Just what I wanted. I hope you liked this video. If you did, leave a like down below. If you want to see more of this, which I hope so, again, leave a like and subscribe. I hope you guys have a good day. I hope you guys have a good day. I don't have an outro. This is just getting cringy. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.